Okay, you beautiful Wonder Beast, welcome back to the back of the semi-truck, and I've got to find something to hang right here other than just a pillow right here. I think that the change would actually do good for the channel as opposed to just the same old, same old. Granted, yeah, it is what it is. I am in the back of a semi-truck, but I have been thinking about changing things up. Maybe going to that side of the truck for once instead of staying over here, because now I have the head of my, well, the head of my head. I've got my head on this side of the bed now as opposed to my head being on that side of the bed, because when my wife came with me on the truck, I changed things around in here for better sleeping arrangements because, of course, you know, two people in the back of a semi-truck, it's kind of a little bit, you know, got to make some sleeping arrangements there. And, you know, we're married, so we're not going to sleep on the top bunk, which that's what's right there. And bottom bunk, you know, hey, we're married, so it is what it is. But yeah, thinking about changing some things up. Of course, I'll have my normal pillows. In fact, I'd love to have just like from the bed here all the way up to the ceiling and pillows, just bukus of pillows behind me. But, you know, it is what it is. I have no idea why I'm rambling on about that. But Kipo and the Age of the Wonderbeast. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say other than I'm glad that they handled it the way that they did in the last episode when Benson told Kipo that, you know, hey, I'm gay. Okay, cool. Way to go. Y'all handled it very well instead of him just beating around the bush and just like, you know, doing the whole cliche thing of trying to find some way of not saying it. They just, you know, blatantly like, you know what, hey, screw it. I'm gay. We're not going to last as a couple. So, cool beans. Way to go on that. And I just, for some reason, I didn't have much of a reaction to it because it's like, oh, okay, that was a little bit abrupt, but hey, you know, cool beans for what y'all did with it. And the way that Kipo handled it as well, how they had her handle it, instead of making some fuss about it and stuff like that, she just accepted him for who he was. And that was good. That's the way to handle it. So yeah, other than that, I know we're in episode 7 of season 1 now. We are kind of actually moving along with this, and I'm actually keeping on a halfway decent schedule. I'm staying, you know, kind of weekly, sometimes week and a half-ish. I don't know. But if I keep talking, I'll just keep talking. So, instead of talking, I'm going to jump into this. I don't know what the title is yet, so I think we should just hit that play button and find out what this title is. And my glasses glare like crazy. My goodness. Oh well. 3, 2, 1, and play. Ooh, yes, we got a flashback again.
Cave lens, and boom! A telescope worthy of Galileo himself.
Huh.
Cool. Are we gonna be able to see the fur on the glowworms
So
tonight?
good. You're teaching her how to make a telescope. Cool beans.
You know, Dad?
There are worlds within worlds, Kipo.
Whoa.
There are worlds within worlds.
Are you expecting anyone?
Kipo.
Kipo's mom?
Mom?
Hey! Yes! Kipo's mom! She does have a mother.
What
Awesome.
is the body? Just a fun car for the mind to drive.
What's our title? Mulholland? Mulholland. That's how I'm gonna pronounce it. Because we know how bad I am with pronunciation.
3,260, 3,261, 3,260. Duh! We go toward Proxima Centauri. I don't have a better
Or
idea.
Wolf could just simply give the letter to Kipo.
They're playing.
Not exactly.
Using the sleeve Wolf gave you, in case the, fur ever pops out again. Shh, it's okay.
Just in case.
Dave is back.
I can't take my eyes off you for a second.
Okay, so we got a water creature.
This day just turned fantastic.
And I don't know whose voice that is, but I really like this creature's voice.
I'm a community of tardigrades. Isn't that a surprise? I take my little water bear friends here and I send them just like that into your brains.
A little bit of a surprise.
Can already feel
Huh. Hey, you still got a little flower in your hair. Okay. This is what kind of episode it's going to be. I gotcha. Okay. Hey, and y'all did become Mega Bunny hunters. Way to go.
Now let's get back home before we attract too much attention to ourselves.
How did you even...
When the Mega Bunny tunneled into our burrow, I shielded you, Kipo.
Oh, so this wasn't a flashback.
And took me away. It's no wonder everyone
This
thought
was
I
a
was dead.
dream.
Dad, you always said Mom got sick when I was a baby.
So, Kipo's mom is still dead, I believe.
Your mom got eaten by a bunny?
He guessed like 100, but I knew it was way more. Don't look!
When you leave a potato out for a few days, and
So, are we going with that story? People go through changes.
What? I'm a furry potato?
I'm gonna have
Huh.
a little one-on-one.
Oh, thank you so much.
Super special.
It is?
Hey, we're letting the hair down, huh?
It's special? Part mute? Part mute? Am I gonna get angry more? Eat more?
Oh.
Set off like alarms or
Okay, so we're gonna go with the part mute thing. Okay, but does that mean that your mom is part mute?
If you were me, you'd be panicking too. You're like me.
Okay, so that does mean
You're like me.
mom is part mute. And yes, I do know that this is an analogy for puberty and junk like that. But still, it's also that she's part mute. Or at least, maybe part mute. This is a dream. I forgot about that.
But your mind is bigger and bigger.
Is this Dave's dream or is it both of their dreams? Both of their dreams. Because you got your drink with an umbrella like you wanted earlier. Come on, Dave. What? Well, I guess that works out pretty good. Dave gets to go through his life cycles when he wants, and you know he's just. This is a dream, so you know, hey, let them live their dream. I'm starting to feel like this little water monster ain't so bad, you know. This might turn out to be a good thing. I know it's not, but still. Hey, we're getting your dream too, huh? Oh, your dream is probably about... Okay, it's about food. Never mind. It's a feel-ful. Go get him. Oh, so freaking cute.
Wolf, you didn't show her.
Okay.
You're right, I can't keep a secret forever. Whatever. It's in the past. No point dwelling. Let's say we change the menu tonight from Mega Bunny to Talking Ram. You're not my Kipo.
Nah, I was about to say that you're gonna figure out that that's not your Kipo. Yeah.
Before you digest them?
Oh, that doesn't sound right. That sounds sad.
Kipo! Wake up!
It does sound sad. I mean, I like the idea of just living in a dream, but I don't like the idea of being digested either. So,
I can make you
Ah.
buff.
I don't want anything that turns me into this.
Did you know this wasn't real?
Yeah, man, I made shirts. I went to Business in the Days, Super Sick House Party, and all I got was nothing because it's not real.
Yeah, something this awesome definitely couldn't exist. This is totally
really,
not real.
Dave?
Looks like our family
Dave.
heard us.
Come on.
Or you can forget Benson, Dave, Wolf, Mandu.
Oh.
And Dad, you know my friends' names.
Oh my gosh, dude. You said this was your best work. No, you can't just be mentioning names of people she... Oh my gosh.
You're not my real dad, are you? This isn't real.
Ooh. That takes strength.
I was supposed to take you on a journey, and you guys took me on one instead. I'm starting to think this isn't the best way to get my nutrients. I'm gonna take time to do some thinking at the mountains, and also at the sea, and maybe outer space.
Well,
I like
that's gotta
him.
be the weirdest mute I've ever come across.
Okay, I like him.
And you hid it from me. I'm
Oh,
sorry
good
I
voice
took you.
acting. I've been getting such good voice acting lately from every show I'm watching.
I was afraid of losing you. I was afraid because when you go back underground, that will be it.
Okay, Kipo is too perfect of a person to be a character. So much forgiveness here. Oh, you're in a cloud now. Oh, you are going to outer space. Cool beans. All right. That was a really good episode. And really, there is no episode within the series that is going to be filler. Granted, yes, this could have been considered our filler-esque episode. But even if we tried to consider it a filler, we got the very end here where Wolf is giving Kipo the letter, and yeah, I mean, so it's not a filler. Kipo now knows that, you know, more than one thing, that Wolf actually, you know, loves them and sees them as her family and will miss them if they ended up separating and stuff like that. And that's really, really great. And it's actually a really good moment because when Kipo gives that hug, it's a hug where Wolf is accepting of the hug as well. So we've got a ton of character development in this and everything. Then on top of that, Kipo is showing a lot of strength. This is just, when I say strength, I mean, in that dream, that would have been a hard fantasy to leave. Now, yes, I say in the reaction that, I might want to be down for that fantasy this little water creature's giving us. But in all reality, if we think about it, yeah, it'd be fun to go into our fantasies and stuff like that and live the perfect life. But at the same time, if we know what's happening to us on the outside, we really don't want to do that because we're going to die in the real, in the real world. So, yeah, I might joke around about wanting to, be in the fantasy world with it, but nah, nobody wants that. But yeah, that took a lot of strength on Kipo's part. She is definitely, the cracks within that fantasy of her realizing that, this isn't my mom, this isn't my dad, this is not reality. I want it to be, but it's not reality. That is a very hard thing to just walk away from. So that took a lot of strength. There is so much to this episode that it's just, oh my goodness. I thought it was just going to be one of those episodes where, oh, this is our fantasies, yay, yay, yay. No. They realize that real life is, their fantasy. That's what they want. The fantasy for them is their real life together, and hopefully Kipo will tell her in episode 8, hey, when we get to the burrow, this isn't goodbye. You can kind of come with us, stuff like that. So, on top of that, the music is just hitting all sorts of notes with me, especially that moment where, our pig just saw the field full of Cheetos, and that music was just, loved it. I've got to go out and find that song and find out what it was. And the voice acting was good in a couple spots. It was average in a lot of spots, but one key spot in particular was really great. other than that, I thought I had something else in my head, but I guess I didn't. And unfortunately, I hate saying it, I can't remember what that something else was. So yeah, I mean, this show is just we are not going to get fillers because we're almost done with the first season. We've got 3 episodes left in the first season. And I mean, you just don't get fillers with this show. And oh, that's what it was, is Kipo is not half mute. I still, I thought we were getting what she was. They were saying half mute and this and that. Nope, that was just a fantasy. She's not half mute. I still say she was experimented on by her dad. That's what I'm going to still go with. I still believe that's what it is. And I have a feeling I'm going to get that answer by the end of the first season and find out, hey, you know, you're growing hair all over right here because you're half mute, your eyes and stuff like that. But maybe her mute ability is like a cat feature. I don't know. But what I do know is I've got to jump off of here and go into the store, get some ice and all that good stuff. And yeah, pass it off to y'all because it is y'all's turn now. Y'all get to talk about it down in the comments. I get to join y'all and whatnot like that. So y'all know the drill from here. Hit that like, tickle to subscribe. Don't be texting and driving. And as Mr. Rogers always says,
and I like you as you are, I do.